Hello and welcome to this video on how to install mods for Overgrowth. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna show you how to install mods. Let's go to the forum and let's download a mod. So let's say we'll go over characters, maps, and scripts today. So let's say we wanted Tengu. So you'd go to his file, download him, find him. I usually drag it to the desktop. I'm on Mac, by the way, so what I'm showing you is for the Mac version of Overgrowth of how to do it, or at least for the locations of everything is. I'm pretty sure where you put everything is the same. So, anyways, let's say you go custom. So in the data folder, all these folders correspond with places in the data folder. So the best way to get to the data folder is open the Sum launcher, which is a mod for Overgrowth where you can get like news on it, you can update the alpha, and you can get all the new user content maps and stuff like that. I recommend getting it if you don't have it, especially since then you can just go links up at the top, open data folder. So then we would go, so now that we're in the data folder, which is equal to data Tengu, you go like that. So custom, and then let's see, so this equals that. Well, actually, no, it doesn't, because you have to remember that spelling, like capitals and everything, does matter with all this. So we would drag this into custom. Oops. So we don't want to replace it, which means it's already there. So apparently my computer doesn't really give a shit about capitals, but it does matter when you're making a path for a mod. So like let's say you go characters Tengu. So you would go, so you would put this file into data folder. In the data folder, in this folder characters, you would drag or copy and put it into here. See, Tengu, right there. That you would drag this into here or copy. I've already done it, so I'm not going to do it again. So then, same thing with models. You'd put all this. You go models. And you would find characters, IGF Tengu. If this folder does not already exist, you would most likely, if you've never done Tengu before, you would drag this or copy this whole folder right here into data folder, models folder, characters folder. So you'd put all of it in the characters folder of the models folder in the data folder. I know it's really weird sounding, but that's how you do it. So then same thing, so you just match up all these folders and their subfolders and you put everything in there. Same thing with scripts. You'd put any script you get, you'd put in here. The best way to do it, if you're making a mod, is to link everything to your custom to make a folder in the customs folder with your username from the form or whatever you want to make it, and link everything into there. So like, see my custom characters. I made a characters folder within my custom folder, or within a customs folder that I made within my data's custom folder, and I named it character, and that's where I keep like the lizard I made, my mutant Turner, which I'm still working on but almost about to release, a flying bird, kind of like Tengu, except it looks like a fucking flying squirrel by accident, but it looks pretty cool. The bull that I'm working on, the phantom rabbit, which I've released, a rat, which is going nowhere, and some other guys that I'm almost done with, that I'm just testing out. And you can also put all your weapons and maps in here. So that's how you would install them. Now, for loading them, if it's a map that you want, if you want to put a map on your home screen, or like Okay, so for loading a character, what you would do is you would go into the game. This is assuming you get no errors. If you followed all the instructions I just told you earlier, you shouldn't get any errors unless there's something wrong. So like let's go to my new custom map that I just made today. So you'd go here, if you're doing a character that is. Okay, so there. Now we're Turner. So now you would, if you wanted to load a custom character, you would go into editor mode, either 9 on the keyboard or escape once. Load item. Now if you have Tengu's right here because of a script that the creator made. But for characters that don't have that, you'd have to go to that little folder, which loads an object that's not in the item browser, and most likely you would go data, custom, or wherever the thing is. So like let's say we're trying to load Tengu. We would go custom. Oh wait, no, data, objects, characters. I'm just fucking up right now. IGF characters, sorry, because there's Tengu. Then you would want to load the Tengu actor. Let him load. May take a little while because it's loading an external object. And it depends on how big the character file is. And if you've never loaded him before, then it can take a little while too. Come on. You have 2 gigs of RAM left out of 8. You should be doing fine. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's right. I was messing with some stuff and Tengu got messed up. So let's load a different character. So let's go that one. Then we go objects. We're going to go data. We're going to load my new character, custom. So then you go SamJB, 1992, characters, Mutant Turner. You always want to go objects and you want to load the actor version. So actor. See, and there's the character. Now to play as him, you would double click on him, highlight him, Command P. There you go. Now it goes into this mode because I have 2 characters that are players, so then Command P again turns him off of a character, but Command P will turn an actor or an enemy character into a player character that you can be as. Then you would just delete the if you had Tengu or Mutant Turner, you would just delete the original Turner after you've turned the other guy into a playable character or before, and then save the map and you'd be the Mutant Turner or whatever character you wanted. So for levels, you would follow all the same steps of getting it into game, except for one thing. You'd place everything into the data folder under either the custom file under the username of the person that made it, or if you made it, you want to put it in your own folder in the custom, or just put it in put the textures in textures folder in the data folder, and the levels in the level XML file in the levels folder in the data folder. So let's say you wanted to go to my level like this, the Battle of the Trench that I'm working on. So then you would either, if you don't have it on your main screen right here like this, you would type in, if it's in the levels folder, which it should be, I think that's the only way to access it from this box or this load box, you would just type in Battle of the Trench.xml. Since it's in the levels folder, it automatically looks there. You do not have to put data, anything, or anything like that. You would just put the name of it. If it's in the challenge levels folder, you put challenge / battle trench of the trench. If it's in Project 60, which is some of the original maps, you would put Project 60 / battle of the trench. Then hit load or enter. See, there you go. Now, if you want to put your map as one of the main places, or as one of the main things on your on your screen, like one of the maps you can just click on, you go to UI, main menu, HTML, and then open it either in like a text editor. On Mac it's text editor, or with a compiler like Xcode, or you can open it, I think on Windows it's Notepad is the equivalent. I believe you can open it that way. I'm not quite sure if you can though. I don't even know if TextEdit can open it correctly. Sometimes mine doesn't. So I always open it in Xcode. You can either get a free version from Apple if you're on a Mac, or you can buy their newest one, which is pretty darn cool. That's another story. So then, see, you would go down here, you would copy, or you would go to these ones. This is for the top, the main levels. The other one you just saw is for the custom levels that some launcher does. And so, see, you would copy like an original one here, and then you would label it the name of your map. So Battle the Trench. You would put the image, like you'd have to take a picture of your map if you wanted to, or just use a default one like I do because I'm lazy and don't like to do it that often. And then under level, you would just put the path, which is the name of your level XML, because this level automatically again looks in the levels folder of the data folder. Okay, so that's how you would get it there. Now, a different way to get to the data folder is, if you're on a Mac, is go Macintosh HD or whatever you've named it. Go to your applications folder, find Overgrowth. Okay. Right click on it, show package contents, Mac OS, data folder. That's where everything goes. It does not go in the library's version of data folder. It goes in the package content. If you're putting everything in the one in, like, let's say you go to Sam J, that's my user. So you go to your user and you go to, since I'm on Mountain Lion, library's hidden, so I'm gonna have to go folder, go to folder, library, and you go application support, and then you go Overgrowth. This is not the right data folder, just to let you know. This is, I believe, where it makes caches. Yeah, it keeps the caches so it can load everything faster. I believe that's what it does. It just keeps all the cache files here. You don't put anything in here that you want to load into the game. You'd put it in the data folder that's actually in the game itself. So you'd put that in you'd either get to that going to the package content, going to the application itself, right clicking on it, show package content, or if you have the Sum Launcher, open that, go links, data folder. So right one, wrong one. The data folder in libraries is not the one you do. Is the one you do not want. You do not want that. Okay. So that pretty much wraps it up. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. On the Overgrowth forum, I'm SamJB1992. If you have any questions, you can also leave me a comment. You can also personal message me on the forum, Overgrowth forum. So thanks for watching, and hope it helped.